I ruddy love a bit of medieval combat, mate. There's something about holding a big, girthy, whopping great sword in your hands and sieging a castle that really gets the blood pumping. Chivalry 2 remains one of my all-time favourite multiplayer games, and I thoroughly enjoyed the time I spent in Kingdom Come. Mount and Blade 2 recently came to Game Pass, but not before I actually bought the loving thing. But alas, I dove right on in to raise an army that could conquer the world. It was late, and I couldn't really be fucked with a character creator, a decision that would later come back to bite me in the arse, so I quickly picked my faction, family and what I did as a child. I chose to ride with the Scouts, not the Boy Scouts, I'm not a nonce. Basically made myself into a bit of a wet wipe. I named myself Duncan, the Celtic spelling of Duncan, and off I went to war. Like Chivalry 2, the combat is direction based and you need to take into account where the attacks are coming from. Again, something I should have paid attention to, and again, something that will fist me later on. I did find the combat a little bit fiddly to get the hang of too, so I gave the trainer a sturdy bonk on the head for good measure and headed out into the big wide world. My conquering began with some top lad under a tree giving me a mystical artifact before I chose a bear for my sigil because bears are cool. I hadn't really been paying that much attention, so I zoomed out the map and saw how massive the world was, and then started to feel really overwhelmed. I went to Tavea to see if I could work out what the fuck to do there. Great success! This proper geezer, Bavarian of Tavea, had a quest to deliver some hogs. He's always believed in me. I hit a slight snag in my quest to deliver the pigs, and that I couldn't figure out how to get them, so I went looking for some punch action instead. Like for some reason, my horse decided just to walk everywhere. Cheers then. I made my way eventually to Satterdane Castle, where I met this right bossy track called Eutropios to see if he could liven things up. I couldn't fight for him because I didn't even have a clan, so challenged into a game of tablet. I absolutely battered the stupid tall-looking arsehole, so right expecting to become Lord of the Manor, I was devastated to learn I won fuck all. Not even any bragging rights. Fuck the Tories. I somehow made it into my inventory, and alas, wouldn't you believe it, 10 hogs in my bags ready for delivery. So off I hopped on Pepe the World's slowest horse, and we went to Algaron, which I discovered after zooming out was bloody ages away. Are you a fan of a good time? Who isn't? That's why you should listen to the world famous Complete Xbox podcast over on Spotify. No hot takes, no silly drama, just some great mates talking great games. Pepe was in no rush. Things did liven up a bit though, and Sir Forrest Arse Bandits rushed me. The big prick was wearing a bear head as armour, which is basically spit in the face to my flag, so I took this opportunity to duff up the cheeky arsehole. However, my previous decision to craft myself as a lover and not a fighter came back to bite me right in the arnoose. Watch as I ride around and miss every single shot with my bow and arrow. Pathetic. I got absolutely battered, kidnapped and taken to Patamas, even further away from my quest to deliver them hogs. I decided then to recruit, clearly more a leader of men than I was capable with a bow and arrow. 5 absolute legends were now under my steed, and Pepe had finally found his such Red Bull, so off we bollocked again to Algaron. I eventually made it to Algaron, and was taken in by its architecture of ugly grey blocks, immediately reminding me of Plymouth. I found this stone-headed Valius chap looking proper grumpy, presumably because he's been waiting so long for his fucking pigs. Turns out he was well within his rights to be grumpy, as having had them stolen by those forest bandits, I decided to save face and told him I was keeping them. This in turn gained me a criminal record, and along with my body and ego still tender from the drubbing I recently received, I decided to leave this shithole and go looking for revenge. Seeking retribution for my earlier thumping, I chased down some more forest nonces. Ignoring their warnings that they had powers in the forest ready to jump me, I attacked the pricks, sending my troops to do the job. Feeling cocky, I found some more mugs lurking in the woods nearby, so I attacked those wet yogurts too. Another victory. My heroes were starving. Hungry were being absolute legends, so I stopped off at Borigora to get them some grub. I bought the lads some fish because I know how to treat my boys. And with fire in my belly, along with the fish, we're looking for another fight. I realised at this point I didn't actually know what I was doing in the slightest, so I decided to head back to the training ground to some well overdue practice. On the way back I couldn't help attacking those woody twats one more time at their hideout. As if I was Anakin Skywalker and these were gifted children, I remorselessly cut a swathe through them. The leader challenged me to a duel. I felt less than confident and my health was low, but I didn't want my men to think poorly of me. He killed me in one hit. On the way back to the training field, a bushwhacker tried to mug me. Not feeling confident about my fighting skills and being in my lowest possible ebb and unable to sink any lower both physically and mentally, I handed over the gold and thought long and hard about my misfortune. Realising that at this rate, I was probably going to need to play for another 70 hours to build an army, I jumped into battle mode and oh my fucking god, commanding an army on the battlefield, absolutely brilliant. Why the fuck didn't I just do that sooner? Mount and Blade 2 Bannerlord is by all accounts an excellent game and a worthy sequel to the cult classic, but it requires a lot of dedication to fully get the most out of it. It doesn't do the best job of telling you what to do, but despite my woes, I had a lot of fun trying to figure things out. I'd give it a Duncan Voices Indie Choices, give it a little tinkle, you might like it award. Cheers then.